All right. So who do we have next?
Next up, we had Tanner Frick, 26 years old from Manchester, Tennessee, and he sang Thought You Should Know by Morgan Wallen.
I love this guy. I don't know what is it the sincerity? Stephanie, this guy, it's just something about him. You know, some people are just so sincere. Some people are so genuine, earnest, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
this dude is like, yeah, I'm a foreman, I'm an electrician, I've been
Mm-hmm.
electrocuted a few times. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
wow. Um,
Yeah.
but and I didn't know where this was gonna go because sometimes when they tell these stories, I'm like, okay, I don't know if they're gonna be able to sing.
Right.
Let me tell you something about Tanner. He's my dark horse so far
Okay. Okay.
because Tanner did this thing that I've never heard a country singer on this show ever do. And this
Okay.
might sound a little oxymoronic, Stephanie, but it
Okay.
was I call it a sweet grit.
No, I can hear that for sure.
He had
Absolutely.
a sweetness to his sound,
Mm-hmm.
a really sweet tone, but he had this grit, this Stapleton grit in his
Mm-hmm.
voice, but it was such a sweet tone. That I've never heard anyone do on this show. I've heard grit.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard like pure country, which I'm going to talk about
Right.
with another artist that sang.
Yes.
And I've heard pop country. I've heard all these different country. I've heard like deep South country, honky tonk, whatever. But it
Yeah.
was a sweetness that I've
Mm-hmm.
never even heard like of monster singers like Stapleton and all them do. It Tanner has
Right.
his own sound, kind of like my man Moore. I like it's a different sound. I said I don't know what it is that I love about this guy. Maybe just because of I like his story. Like he was raised by a single dad,
Yeah.
and um, he and his dad just started tearing up and crying.
Oh, I could see it coming. I was like,
He
they're
was
gonna
like,
turn that mic to
"I
that man
told
and he
you,
gonna start
told
crying.
you." Like I was like, he's like, my name is Tanner Frick. I'm from Mississippi, but now I reside in Tennessee. Like I just
Yes.
loved it. I loved it. And he was just, he looked up on that wall and is like, where's Morgan?
Where's Morgan?
And I said, this dude's spirit is just beautiful. I loved how his dad said Snoop.
Snoop.
He said Snoop. Like his dad really wanted him to choose Snoop.
Right.
And you know what it sold me for him, Stephanie? He said,
What was that?
M-I, crooked letter. Did you
Crooked
catch
letter,
that?
crooked letter.
I said, Tanner. I said, you trying to get the
I
brothers and
said, all
sisters to
right,
vote
bruh.
for you, young man. He said, M-I,
Right, that's right.
crooked letter.
Crooked letter, crooked letter.
I said, that's my boy right there. I said, I like this kid. He's my dark horse because this man can sing.
Okay. Okay.
Stephanie.
I thought he had a really pure country voice. It was very different than what I've heard so far this season. Um I was losing the lyrics a little bit as he was
Okay.
singing, and I was not familiar with the song at all. So I feel like, and I'm for those of you on audio and video, I'm gonna talk like this because it sounds like all the words kind of
Oh, you mean
like
like
it
mumble
just was
rap?
not. Yeah, it just was not clear. It just was not clear. Here's what I'll say. And this does not have to be good or bad. It can just be what it is. And I'm going to tend towards more of the good side of this trait that I saw. There was just an unbotheredness by Tanner. It was just like I just felt like he was just up there and he's grateful for this opportunity and he's going to sing his song, and if people turn, they turn, And if they don't, he's got a great life at home. Like, it just kind of felt so unbothered. There wasn't like a sense of urgency there. Um, I think what I was missing, here's what I was missing. And I think we're going to see this in further rounds. I think that I was missing the personality in him that I saw in the B-roll. I didn't see that as much within the song. Now, when he started talking with crooked letter, and all that, I was like, oh, there he is. But for the actual performance, it was just very much, I'm going to just stand here and sing my song.
Yeah,
So
sure.
I'm going to look for a little bit more personality within the performance of Tanner. But as a person, I really liked him. And I am glad that we get to see more of him in this competition.
Yeah, absolutely. Who did Tanner pick?
Miss Reba. He was a 4-chair turn, and he
He was
chose Miss Reba. Yes,
and
he was.
They heard. I think what we heard in the voice. So that was a very different.
Yeah.
Sweet grit, Tanner.
Sweet grits.
That's what I'm gonna call it. Sweet grits. Love it. Now I don't know, Tanner. You are from Mississippi. I don't know. Some people are like, no, don't you put no sugar in no grits?
I know. We got to confirm how he take his
Tanner,
grits before.
bro, if you do have a social and you check us out, please let us know. Do you put sugar in your grits?
Sugar in your grits.
Because if you don't, we're sorry. But
we're sorry.
That's why I'm gonna take the S off of it if you don't, and just call it your voice, sweet grit.
Right, that's right.
There was grit in it, and it was very sweet sound.
Yes,
awesome.
Absolutely.
Okay,
absolutely.
Great. So Tanner picked, I'm sorry, who did he pick again?
He picked Reba.
Reba, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, great pickup. Reba's going to really bring that storyteller out in him.
For sure.
To your point, Stephanie. Like,
for sure.
To get the performance to match the voice, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Awesome. Okay.